Hi everyone, this is Kumel from TEDxMoseley. Today we are here on a very special day, meeting Muslim Khoja, who is the chairman of Lady Summaya Trust, and a charity that is partnering with us on the TEDx project and has kindly agreed to speak with us today about a few things. So welcome to the partnership. It's great having you here. I just wanted to go through a few questions with yourself.
Sure.
In terms of the ethos behind partnering with us, and what brought you to us, and what is and what we're hoping to achieve together going forward.
Yes.
So just to kick things off, you tell us more about Lady Summaya.
First of all, I'd like to thank you, Kumel, for giving us the opportunity to be a partner in this project. Alhamdulillah. The one thing that we started, obviously, this charity has been started for quite a few years now, and a few friends of us got together. We said we want to do some charitable work in the world. So there's so many calamities happening, so many earthquakes, so many floods. So let's do something to help them. Now, obviously, we would not be able to afford at that stage to go and work ourselves and have some context within those countries where the calamities have happened. So we said we'll just get together, we'll start collecting funds from within ourselves as like a sadaqah or something, some sort of a regular payment into an account.
Mm-hmm.
And then from that, every time when there's something like that happening, we could help the people, the humanity in general, who require this help. We just send them the funds to the charity who are doing the work on the ground. So we started about 15 years ago, and everybody was putting £10, £20 a month, and like just out of their earnings, and we set up this charity at that time. Okay. So initially we did not know what to name the charity. This thing happened in Ramadan. Actually, we were at iftar, and then we decided to start up a charity. So we said, what shall we call this charity? Mm-hmm. So we started thinking deep. Said, okay, well, myself had lost a daughter by the name of Summaya, which obviously is named after the first martyr in Islam, a lady martyr in Islam, by the name of Lady Summaya, the mother of Hazrat Ammar. So we said, okay, we'll call it Lady Summaya Humanitarian Aid Foundation. So we just said, we use that name. So we just set that up and registered the charity, and alhamdulillah, we got that status. So once that was done, then we worked on different projects, and at some stage then we said, we'll do something to do with the charitable work, where we are involved ourselves in the activity of the charitable work. And that's how it started. Okay. So that was the initiation.
And in terms of project, what kind of projects do you tend to do so far, like with Lady Summaya?
We started with, first of all, my daughter, who's Summaya. She had some problem from birth, so we helped a local charity who had looked after her in her last days. It was an Acorns Hospice. So we helped them first to start with, and we asked them if there's any other requirements. We just keep in touch with them. Mm-hmm. So then we said, right, let's see what's happening in the world. We helped out in an earthquake that happened in Haiti. Mm-hmm. We sent funds over there. And there were floods in Pakistan, so we sent money for blankets for people who needed some kind of, obviously, to keep away from cold and that. So we helped there, and then we said, let's do something ourselves. So the first project that we did handle ourselves and being part of it was one in Kashmir, in the Indian part of Kashmir, when floods happened in 2014. Mm-hmm. And 2015, when they wanted to get children married, which normally happens, so it's a big feast for all the people invited for just one wedding, mm-hmm. which they could not afford now. Yeah. So we sponsored 30 weddings there with one walima, which is walima is where everybody is fed on the same day for a wedding. So they invited to celebrate. Okay. So they were all invited. The village, all the people in the village were invited for 30 weddings, and the nikah had been conducted by their own alims, and the weddings were done. Walima was done one, and we had hired a school, and we got marquee built up, and food was made there and then, and everybody was fed. So it was such a nice gathering for the whole village. They get together, come together, and we funded that.
So can I ask why was it that what made you want to sponsor a wedding for people?
Because they are poor people who cannot afford to get married, and there's so much sort of sawab or blessings for being involved in getting somebody married. There is, as is we are taught in Islam. But we thought, well, let's do that. So wherever it's needed, something like that, where there is sort of countless blessings for something, doing an act like that. Alhamdulillah.
And then you also have other projects because you by profession yourself you are a dentist.
Yes.
So you do a few other projects as well around serving people as well, from what I understand.
Yes. Thank you. Because being a dentist is fine. So I thought, let me do something. We went to Syria in 2017 because of since 2011 there's Arab Spring and war and all that. So there's so much calamity having happened there because there are many buildings destroyed. People don't have homes. So we said, let's go and see how Syria is now. So we went to Damascus, and having seen the destruction and people having lost lives and many widows and orphans, so we said, let's help something to do with here. So being a dentist, I said to myself, I want to make an effort to come and help these people if I can. So more often, not just one-off and once a year. So this was my prayers from within to say that I want to help them. So it happened so that 6 weeks later, there was another group coming over, Zara Trust charity, so I said I'll join them. So I went with them to Syria, and then we started doing dental work. And there was a doctor, dentist, optician, so we all go as a group then. So we started doing that, and every time the dentist is myself, definitely.
Yes.
And then other dentists would join sometimes, or we have to have a doctor as well. So we used to get a doctor with us, an optician, different doctor, different optician every time, but at least the dentist is the same, so I'm there all the time. So because being with Lady Summaya, I said I want to carry on doing that, so we went on further with that. And then we found out, I spoke to some people over there, because Imam Sajjad Foundation is a charity over there. So through that, they've got an orphanage.
Okay.
So within that, we converted one room into a dental surgery.
So you got the space.
So we got a space, alhamdulillah. So we said, right, we'll work from there, help the orphans and widows in that place, and also invite others to come and have the treatment there who can't afford it.
That's really good. And then you combine that with some optical work as well.
Yes, there is a room for optician as well. So one of the opticians in London is involved in that. Quite a few other joining as well. So hopefully we'll get that, inshallah.
Oh, that's very good. And then so I know that we approached you and in terms of partnership as well, because I felt that with your focus on humanitarian work and our and the story behind Lady Summaya, and I thought it would have been a good partnership. But what made you think that okay, we were a good match in terms of partnering with TEDxMoseley?
The reason being because TEDxMoseley is local to start with, and obviously, hopefully, it'll become more national as well as it expands after this event. There'll be many other cities who might say, right, let's do that as well. It's a nice project, but because it's local, I said to myself, let me do something which I want an awareness within the local people that we are doing these things. There are many people who know Lady Summaya exists in existence, and they're doing so much work, humanitarian work elsewhere, everywhere else. So I want people to be aware of what we're doing. I want the information to get by to everybody. And also I find that I even advertise Lady Summaya in my practice. So my patients got to know that we are doing some work, and they know that they want to support them.
Of course, of course. So it's the local feel and
exactly. That's right.
And as you're aware, our theme, and also the viewers are aware, our theme is spill the tea. And I assure the viewers that although we don't have our cups of tea with us right now, we've had our cups of tea. So that's why we're so open to be able to share and talk with one another. But spilling the tea and the theme. What does that theme kind of bring to your mind, and when you think about spilling the tea?
It's like, I feel like as if it's like telling the truth about somebody. It's like gossiping.
Obviously, in a very good way. But what are you hoping on the day? Like, what are you hoping that the event will bring? Because I know you will be attending as an attendee as well.
Yes.
On the day. What are you hoping to take away from the event on the 8th?
I'm just hoping that people will be more sort of inclined towards humanitarian work and all that. Because this is looking at my side of it.
Yeah.
See, obviously TEDx is something that's going to be for, they've got their own objectives.
Of course.
But,
but for you personally, what are you for you personally from the talks that you're hoping to listen to? Any thoughts of like what you're hoping to hear, or kind of?
I feel that I'm going to get some ideas of how people have led their lives and how they have prospered, how they've progressed in life. There might be some people who might have had problems in life and they've achieved something. Then say, and this is something that will give me sort of a boost to say that I can do that as well if anybody else can do it.
Brilliant. Because obviously, Lady Summaya, as well as you highlighted, there was it started with the initial pain as well
Exactly.
of losing Summaya that's
right.
pushed you to
Yes.
do this. And have you had a chance to look at our speakers and the list of the speakers on the website?
I haven't, unfortunately.
It's good. You
So
see, we're
sorry.
honest. We don't make stories up. So this is we're authentic about things. We don't hide it from our
I only
viewers
learned
either.
today how many speakers there are going to be, and it's going to be a full day event. I'm going to sit there all day.
We look forward to having you. Is there anywhere else, and in terms of when you think about our partnership and Lady Summaya and TEDxMoseley, where are you hoping that this partnership will go going forward? I know you mentioned that the national and the view. Is there an opportunity where you're thinking that the charity can do more with TEDxMoseley in terms of getting the message out there?
This is being the first event. I mean, I'll have to see how it works out, but most likely, I think if it is as we hope to be, we may be able to support TEDx even in events elsewhere in the country. So, because there'll be more sort of openness and more sort of awareness of the charity work we are doing, and also that I want people to be able to relate themselves with how to work with charity work, humanitarian work, and it's just that they don't have to support us as humanitarian charities doing it, us as Lady Summaya. They can support any kind of charity, because I always say that charity is like it's just one body, two hands. It's not as if one hand doing one thing, the other hand doing something else. They are doing together. So the one hand knows the other one's doing it, so that you don't have to say that I have to do, my charity is going to do this thing only, nobody else, or if I'm doing it, I wouldn't allow anybody else to take part in this. So it's just that we work together and get it sorted.
And if you were to say, what is your lifelong goal for Lady Summaya, and what are you hoping to achieve during your lifetime?
I want to maybe a school in a remote area somewhere, or maybe a clinic or something like that, something that would support these local, to help the support for them. And one thing I also want to do is not just to have buildings in my name, to say that okay, I've got a building here and I'm just getting rent or whatever, or fund. From that I can fund others. I would like Lady Summaya to own something to be able to afford to pay out of that for helping others.
So self-sustenance.
Exactly. That's my plan.
That's true. And how far off do you think that you are from your plan?
Even in a third world country, even to set up a hotel or something like that in a third world country, and where the proceeds or all the income goes back straight into helping them. So the people who would stay in that hotel would not be the locals. It will be the people coming from abroad, from Western countries, from first world countries. Okay, they can afford a lot more. They pay for it, the high standard, and that all the profits can go back to the locals over there. That's the idea.
And now I'm going to ask you a bit more of a personal question.
Yes.
So I know that your wife is very much involved in the work that you do, in terms of the charity work that you do. how has this decision of you pretty much dedicating your life towards a charitable cause, how has that been for your relationship as husband and wife?
Oh, it has been. She's such a great supporter. Honestly, Alhamdulillah, I'm so pleased. I'm so happy that I've got somebody, my wife, who's always there in the front. Even if I say that I want to pay some money into charity, she never says why. She won't say, and she says I want to get this for the charity. I say no, carry on,
Yeah.
do your good work. This is it. We just complement each other.
That's really good.
That's
That's
how we
really
do it.
good. And we're looking forward to having her on the day as well.
Inshallah.
Inshallah,
Yes,
we're looking forward to that. But that's I don't have any further questions for yourself. But we're really looking forward to having you on the day, being with us and sharing with us, and also with our viewers who are hopefully going to be there with us as well, and with the attendees. Hopefully, you'll get to see the speakers. You'll get a selection of the speakers to also talk to and so on. But in having said all of this, we just wanted to thank you. I mean, like it's your support is making this project possible, and without your support, we wouldn't be able to kickstart this initiative that we're looking to kickstart. Hopefully,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, giving Lady Summaya the opportunity to really be in the forefront to help you in this project. Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.